Aloha everyone, this is Lenora, Hawaii's Pickle Lady. Today I'm going to make potato leek soup. It's a very comforting soup, very easy to make. So what I have here is 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to melt it. The pot is already preheated. And then I wanted to show you leeks. I cut it off. Leeks come very long, but usually they don't use the green part. So I cut the root off, and then this part was here. And you have to kind of wash it. Sometimes there's dirt in between, but this one is pretty clean. So what I've done here is I've cut it in pieces like this. And then we're gonna put it in the butter. This is about 3 stalks of leeks that I've prepared. And we'll use the wooden spoon there. And kind of on medium heat. And then you add a large onion that I've sliced up. This is a French soup. It's also called Vichyssoise soup. So we're just gonna let this soften really nicely. So it'll take a few minutes. So you keep on stirring this and let it soften. And then we'll see how long it takes. Now you can kind of smell the butter and the onions. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. So you can see how soft everything is. But you have to keep on stirring it constantly. Otherwise, like I said, it tends to burn. So the next step I'm going to do is I have like 3 big potatoes that I sliced up, and I had it in water so it wouldn't get so brown. And then I'm going to pour that in, mix it up, and then I made some homemade chicken broth. I saved all the bones from the rotisserie chickens and I boiled it for several hours, and I tried to take out most of the grease that I could. So you pour all of this in, 1 quart, or you can use any kind of chicken broth, powder, paste, or liquid. And I put here a teaspoon of salt. You can put more, but I'm afraid to make it too salty, so if at the end it doesn't have enough taste, you can add more. So now what I'm going to do is bring it to a boil and let it cook for about 35 to 45 minutes until the potatoes are very soft. So when it comes to a boil, then I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for, like I said, 35 to 45 minutes. The soup is boiling now, so I'm going to turn the heat down and let it simmer for about, like I said, 35 to 45 minutes until the potatoes are very soft. The soup has cooked for about 35 minutes, and you can see it's very soft. So I've turned the heat off, and then I'm going to use an Immersion Blender. You can put it in a blender or a processor, but I think this way is easier. It's less mess and clean up. breaking up, so you need a little bit more time. Okay, I think that's probably enough. You can see it's kind of all melted up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 2 cups of milk, and 2 cups of half and half. It's a very rich soup. And 1 cup of whipping cream. Let's get it all out. Then, now this soup is usually served cold, and some people cook it further, but I think this is enough. So at this point, I guess you could drink it hot too, but most times they serve it chilled. Okay, now let's see how this tastes. Very easy to digest, nothing to chew, so be good for anybody who has eating problems or swallowing. See how it tastes. Very creamy and nice. And you can add more salt to it if you like. Now some people put different herbs like thyme and bay leaves and maybe some marjoram, but I just made it plain. So I thank you for watching this video, and if you like it, please don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Mahalo.